going on, YouTube? So out here working on the BMW. One of my comments on my one videos had, mentioned the, cinder blocks, and not a good idea to just have them on the car sitting on those alone. So I went and got my jack stand set up, and then I got Empar sitting under the car just in case. You never know when shit's gonna pop off, but hopefully, you got some backup, man. It's just a hobby, no one wants to get hurt messing around with this stuff, and I got to spend some time under the car, obviously, to get the exhaust out and drive shaft out. So, and get everything unbolted. So just be safe out there, man, if you're gonna be working on cars. I guess guys have had cinder blocks crumble in the past, so just something to think about, man. Anyway, I did make some progress over the weekend, probably not as much as I wanted. I went to a ball game over the weekend, so that kind of ate up some of my time, but I did get the exhaust out. It was heavy as all hell, and it must have been, you can see it chilling out there, but it must have been stainless, man, and it was a beast of an exhaust. Like, it was double walled in some places, and I cut it out with my Sawzall, but this is a carbide tipped carbide tipped blade by Diablo, and it was an animal, but you can see it still got ate up by some of that exhaust pipe. So if y'all plan on hacking up the exhaust, I know there's bolts up there, but mine are rusted, man. I live in the Northeast, so, and this was a Northeast car, so, but it did get the job done, I will say. Definitely pick up some carbide tip blades, tungsten carbide or carbide. I got a spare one here. Y'all can check it out. They're not cheap for what they are. About $10 a blade. But right tool for the right job, man. Any case, show y'all what I got going on under here. So you kind of see I got exhaust cut out under here. Cut one a little bit shorter than the other. Not really intentional, it just kind of happened that way. You can see the O2 sensor chilling right there, and then the connector. So I took those off. I don't know if I'm gonna have to, chop up the exhaust anymore. Just because when I go to pull the motor, I don't know if the subframe will let me squeeze it through, so I may have to hack it up more. I don't know, but mine was a bit of a hack job, maybe give it a shot taking on the bolts. I don't know. None of this stuff is scripted, but anyway, I was able to take some of my angles here. So this is basically the front half of my drive shaft, and you can see we're sitting at basically like 0 or 1 degree on the drive shaft angle out from the transmission. So that's kind of my goal, is to keep it at 0 or 1 degree. I'm going to go ahead and take measurements of where the location of the output shaft is within the trans tunnel, so I can try and get that same location. And then when I finally get this motor and trans out, what I'll end up doing is just adjusting the LS motor and trans until I can try and find that same height and angle, because nothing else on this car is going to change. It's probably just going to be sitting here until I get that motor back in. So that's kind of my plan right now, man. While I got all this stuff out and I'm getting to it, I'm gonna probably replace that's like call that a flex disc, or I think it's called a Gibu joint, this rubber guy right here. But it's basically a disc that sits between your output shaft and your drive shaft, just for vibration dampening, maybe softer shifts, I'm not sure. But that one's from 1995, so we're going on 26 years old, getting cracked up. So Might see if I can't get my hands on one of those. And then another item you want to try and do is this. These are called center support bearings. These are pretty common in trucks, and some rear-wheel drive cars will have these, but replace that guy while you're doing it, man. Don't short yourself and do all this work just to have a bad center support bearing. So take a look at that. But other than that, I haven't really got anything else done. I'm going to continue taking measurements and then go ahead and try and get this drive shaft off. And then I got to find basically like an LS output shaft. I might hit the junkyard and see what I can dig up and get the yoke and the end of the trans, end of the basically the output shaft of the trans end, so that I can take it to the drive shaft shop and have them marry the two together. Because I'm going to keep my factory rear diff for now, which is sitting back there in the dark. Let me see if I can turn the light around. Yeah, you can see it back there chilling. I'm going to hang on to that for now. But you got to get these two drive shafts married up. So that's what I got going on right now, man. I'll see what I can't get done this coming week. Tomorrow I might take some more measurements and try and get the drive shaft off. And then after that, I can go ahead and take that trans mount off, and then probably start trying to get the motor out. So that's where we're at for right now, guys. I'll just keep y'all updated. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I don't have any other updates for y'all. Oh, I'll take that back. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that, guys. I did get some motor mounts in the mail. Like I said, these are the ICT billet motor mounts. Y'all can check those out. They're online. I think they're 40 or 50 bucks. I ordered a second set just because I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be going with yet. Let me cut these out of the package. Hang on. All right, so this is kind of the build your own mount, if you want to look at it that way. You can see how it mounts to the block. It's basically going to attach like that, and then these two plates you would weld onto, you know, whatever subframe or whatever else you're working with, really. Yeah, it's going to basically mount up like that, and then you're going to adjust these guys, you know. It's a fabrication deal, but it's already got polyurethane bushings in there, and you can find these on Amazon. They ain't much money. I think these are cheaper than the ICT billet ones. And here's the ICT billet ones. Sexy looking, I will say. I do like their stuff. You can see I got their cover right here for the Valley. Anyway. Oh, sorry. This is kind of what I was talking about. This is for the other side, actually, but you know, you can see what I was talking about. Basically, it would be like this for the other side. But you can see if you start moving that motor mount up, the motor mount bolts into these holes right here. So if you want to move it up, then you'd move it up. If you want to move it back, you move it back. But this guy would be sitting like this, kind of on the opposite side. Really, it would be sitting like this. That's the correct image for this side, but you can see how you kind of run into problems with the factory AC bracket. So I'm not sure exactly what I'll do. This is a big chunk of aluminum. This wouldn't be hard to work with, but I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to handle it quite yet, just because I don't know my engine positioning, and you know, those other brackets may do me one better. So we'll see. That's what I got going on for right now. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope everyone had a good weekend, and then yeah, I'll try and get some more uploads out there. All right, guys, take care.